Hey guys, welcome to Apple Bob's first review of a manga. It's not like the entire manga or anything like that. I'm going to be talking about Noragami Stray God. And the way that I want to start this video off is by thanking the person who actually requested this video. His name is Susmita Saha. I hope I said that name right. And I just want to say I really enjoyed reading this and I can't wait to talk about it. So once again, thank you for getting me onto Noragami. I know there's an anime, and I haven't seen the anime or anything like that. I just read the first volume of the manga, but I wanted to give my thoughts. And number one thing is, I really care about you guys as a community, and I take your requests seriously. So if you have any more requests, let me know in the comment section below. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this review. It was very interesting. Like, the premise engaged me at a very high degree because I grew up in the Christian tradition, and in Ephesians there's a verse that kind of talks about how there's an existence of a spiritual world, right? That we can't see. There are demons and stuff like that, and it's something that I thought about long ago, and it's very close to my heart. So when I was reading this, and I learned that the premise is basically about these monsters that exist that we can't see, that exist on like the far shore, right? I thought that was so cool, and like all these monsters are all around us, but they're just in our blind spots. We can't see them because we don't like thinking about death. Death is something that is really scary, myself included. I don't really want to die, but I know that'll happen at some point. And this sort of manga brings that up. The fact that death is always around us. Death and life exist simultaneously. And that's such an interesting concept to me. And I really enjoyed reading it, like, about the premise, but really the thing that stands out the most about this manga is definitely the characters. Yato is like so clueless as to how to actually become an amazing god, right? He's like at the bottom of the barrel of the gods, and in this world, like they're like a bunch of gods that have all these powers and stuff like that. But Yato is the one; he's the least. He's nothing, and yet he acts like royalty. He treats people like crap, even though he's like the bottom of the barrel of the gods. And it's just hilarious to see him just like a goof in every single scenario that he's in. And then you have this girl named Hiyori, who's like super nice. She basically kills herself for Noragami. Not Noragami. Yato, who's the main character, basically kills herself for him, who was about to get run over by this bus or whatever. And she's just like so nice. And I think she's really cool. And
Yes, sir.
she like has the ability to sort of see all these monsters, even though she's still alive. Because usually you have to die in order to see, the land of the dead, right? I mean, you got to be dead first. Hey, the prerequisite to cross this sea of the Styx, the river of the Styx, is to be, dead. You can't. But she's actually alive and still exists between both of the planes. I think that's super dope. And then you got Yuki, who's kind of mean, but I'm not going to talk about him that much because I don't really like him that much. But anyways, one other thing I want to talk about is the art. I love the art in this manga. The one word that comes to mind with this is gritty. It's like the author uses contrast a lot, especially with this establishing shot with Yato here. I just love his use. I almost said color. his use of the palette of black and white, and to establish this guy's character. I mean, from this you can see that he's a little bit lazy. He's not even sleep straight. There's no symmetry in his body whatsoever. He's just kind of all over the place. And that's exactly who this guy is. This guy says he wants to be this great royal god, and yet he doesn't treat people with respect. It's so funny. And this sort of pose and the art behind it kind of communicates this. In the very same chapter, you look at this panel right here, and I mean, just beautiful use of contrast here. I absolutely love this panel. I was just taken aback by their their first connection when Hiyori and Yato see each other for the first time. I mean, I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. And the story, I mean, obviously, I'm only on volume, the third chapter, volume 1, so I don't really know much about what's going on. But I really enjoyed my experience reading this, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I enjoyed reading Noragami. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10, honestly. I think the story is going in a really cool direction. I liked the art. I liked sort of the premise. I liked a lot about this, and I hope that you can get into it. And to be honest with you, this is my first ever serious review. Let me know what you think in the comments. Obviously, if you want me to review something else, I'm gonna try to get better as a reviewer. I'm just still learning about the whole review process. I do reactions, but thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for your support, guys.